everyone. Last week I kind of sat down and just kind of messed around with my guitar, my little guitar I had, and I'm going to get into details about the guitars and different little things. As you can tell, I got a couple guitars here behind me. Everyone has a story of its own, except for that little one in the middle. That's a newer one of mine. I don't even know what it is, but I just found it, decided to restring it. But every one of them has some stories. But somebody asked me about some tutorials on how to play the guitar and stuff like that. I hate to be boring, but I wasn't trained very much. My grandfather, he gave me one lesson. I asked him when I was older. I've been trying to learn how to play guitar most of my life, as I remember, and I could never seem to get it. And I sat down with him, and I asked him, and he gave me one lesson, one 10-minute lesson, and that's the only lesson I ever got out of him. And let me show you a little bit. It's called the one finger method. So I'm gonna grab his old guitar back here, his old Yamaha, and I'm gonna show you the one finger method. And if you do as well as I did over the last 20 some years learning, you'll be doing pretty good. So I'm gonna have my wife kind of zoom in here a little bit, okay? Okay. Pausing it. Okay, so it's the first. See, you got your middle finger, first finger, first string, middle string, second fret. Okay, and you just strum the last couple strings. Okay, and that's D. That's D. And then you take that same finger and go over one more string to the second string, second fret, and string just the last couple. Okay, that is A. And then back to D, one finger, second fret, and then you take the next finger, your ring finger, and put it over to the third fret. And what he did is, within about 10 minutes, he showed me how to. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Then we go to A. Please don't take that sunshine away. It wasn't good, but it was okay. You could kind of hear some of the chords in there. And then later on, you would add other stringers. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take that sunshine away. But at first, I was just playing that first string, first couple strings, and not doing the whole thing, just the last thing. Now, problem is he gave me that 10-minute lesson there, and then I put the guitar back and sat back down in the congregation when this church service. This happened right before church service. He gave me this lesson, this 10-minute lesson, right before church service. And then when church service started, he says, I want to introduce our new guitar player, and he's going to be playing the music for everybody's singing. I'm sitting there thinking, what? I don't. So there was no choice of me backing out. I had to get up there and play this one string instrument, and I did it for about a couple of weeks until I started adding the other parts of it. Funniest thing, for the next month or so, when somebody would come up there and say, "Oh, this is in C," I would go, "Can you please find a song that's in D? Because that's the only chord that I know. And even then, I didn't even know it because I was just playing with one string. But the thing is within 6 months, I was able to pick up this and that from this other player, from that other player. And my grandfather went home and told my grandmother that I actually passed him in my ability to play guitar. I still don't know a lot of things about up in here, whatever. I'm just a regular open chord guy and so forth. And so, but that's how I started playing the guitar. And other than that one lesson that my grandfather gave me, that was a 10-minute lesson, that's the only lesson I've taken from anybody. Everything I've had to kind of pick up on my own. And I'm certainly not nearly good enough to play very well, but I still play for myself and I still enjoy myself, okay? Okay.